Hey, Tony. Welcome. My name is Ignacio Mendoza Martinez, founder, owner of Creative Flow Solutions. I'm here with Tony Giannelli, from MLI. We met at the beginning of this year, and it's been a great relationship. And tell me, Tony, what was going on with you when we first met?
I was just starting out a new music and arts platform, and I was doing everything myself. And when we met, what you did sounded like it could free me up to do other things. And just recently, in one of the posts that you made, I said this. I was expecting just to get like a virtual assistant, but I got a lot more than that. What I got was somebody who really knows business and what businesses need to be successful. So you were able to take over a lot of the things that I was doing. And I was a little hesitant to do that in the beginning, to share this information with people in the beginning of your business. Seemed a little risky to me. But as we grew in our relationship, I was able to start handing over things that I was doing to you and your team. And what that did is it relieved me of the more menial tasks. Not all of them menial, but some of them just time consuming. When I was able to finally release those things, it freed me up to talk to more higher quality people that I wanted to get into my company, Music Legacy, whether it was clients, affiliates, sponsors, all those type of things. I was able to focus on those things that are going to grow the company and be more successful because your team had my back. You guys kept things going for me, and that was a great thing to know that even if I wasn't there, things could still move forward.
All right, great. Thank you. You mentioned something very important that a lot of founders, owners go through that is a very nuanced thing, and that's the trust of, if I let this go, will it be done as I need it to be done? Especially with a remote company and remote work, not being in an office, not being in a system. One of the things that we've noticed about owners, and nobody really says this a lot, but it's a very well founded fear, and that is, if I don't do this, it's not going to get done right. And you mentioned that along with the other trust parts of being an owner founder. Um, Having somebody truly come in and do what you need done in the exact way, if not even in better way than you're doing it currently. How was that experience with CGS for you?
It was fantastic, especially with your wheel, the business wheel. Each spoke of that wheel are important things that's needed to grow the business and for the business to be successful. And basically, we got together and discussed what things that you needed from me to make that work. That wheel, with us putting our heads together, told you what I needed for my business to grow. Also, you were able to tell me what to give you in order to get me closer to what my goals were. And that was a great success. And it continues to grow every day.
What we do is extraction, how we plug and play to your head and we extract the vision that is going on in your head, and then we provide a system for that. Once you have a system to take it over, that system with checks and balances ensures that all the things are being done in a systematic way so you don't have to worry about that anymore. How was that experience for you?
That experience was great. That's where I first started to realize, hey, this is more than just a virtual assistant, because of what it did. Starting a new business is not easy. You have a lot of things that you have to do: finances, bookkeeping, all the different things that you have to do for a startup business, coordinating between the people who are building the website, all of those different things. And once we spoke about how that worked, we were able to put something together where now I just tell my assistant, we need to contact the people who are building the website. We need to send an email out to the people that we're working on this project with. We need to create an email. Or one of the best things for me is I need you guys to do research for me on the guests that I have coming on my show, and have it for me by the day before the interview so that I could just sit down, review it when it's nice and quiet, highlight a few things so that I don't have to memorize or be reading off a list. All those things are taken care of for me. If the interview is moving a little bit slow, I could pick up that sheet, take a look at the highlights, and they trigger what I need to talk about or what I could ask questions about. And it just makes the whole business work more smoothly. But in every aspect, I could say, the software we're using on the website for this, I need research done on how that works and how we could get it to do this.
We did start off as a virtual assistant company, and I mean that was what we said initially. At what point did you see that it was more than that, and what are the indicators that tell you that we do so much more work than a virtual assistant company?
Well, the point was when you and your team asked me, what what are your difficulties and what are you having trouble with? And we were able to talk about that, and you came up with solutions for that by using your team to do some of those things, and it freed me up to be more creative or to create a program or a show or whatever, all these different things by them taking over some of the things that were causing a pile up for me or a bogging of where I was at. They were able to release some of that so things could continue to flow more smoothly or continue to go in the right direction.
Correct. One of the things people don't understand about capacity is that, it's capacity. How much capacity, real capacity as an owner, as an operator, do you have, let's say, on any given day? And a lot of people don't understand. Most founder owners, they start off, they get a level of success, and then because they're so successful, they are bogged down. And it's hard to sit back and look at how you're going to start offloading things to create more space to do more of what you said, the creative stuff, the stuff that's going to get you and your project down the road where you're envisioning it to be. How did that part feel for you? This is the part that a lot of people don't understand. It's a weight you carry on your shoulders, isn't it?
Yeah, it's freeing. It frees you to make your dream a reality because you now have a team of people that are helping you accomplish those things that normally, if you did yourself, it would be 5 times slower for you to reach that goal.
One of those little things that a lot of founders end up making a mistake about, and that's, thinking conceptually, moving, creating, making bigger conceptual ideas. And what's one of the things that you notice that me and my team push often that really is something that you notice about us insofar as with the task managers? How often are we reporting to you what movement is being done? And how does that affect the way you look at things?
Well, there's a lot of answers to that because I get sometimes as many as 500 emails in a day. People asking questions, they want to be on our podcast, questions about the platform, how it works, self-promoting themselves, whatever. There's a lot of stuff comes in, but I have a direct link with the team where if I need something all of a sudden that pops up, let's just say that my next interview cancels, I need to fill that slot. I could tell them, do a quick email, post something in our community to see if somebody's available that we could fill that slot. I need research on a particular topic that I'm going to be working on tomorrow. Whatever it is, I could just shoot them a text and they're on it.
Ensuring that there's a human touch behind everything is a very important aspect of what we do. It's one of the things that we pride ourselves in. And if there's one thing I know about MLI and CGS, is that we care about our communities and our people. What have you witnessed in the Growth Hub, and what is that about?
The Growth Hub is something that I'm dying to get back into. What was great about that is you actually met the team that are working on your projects behind the scenes. And you see the growth of those people too. Sometimes someone new that comes in, maybe they feel uncomfortable talking or unsure how to explain what they're doing, but you see the growth of those people. And it really touches your heart to see that because of what you're doing with your business is you're providing an opportunity for people to advance themselves and make their lives better. And that's why I miss it, because I love to see those people. They become like part of your family, and you want to see them grow and moving forward. And and to see that happening because they're working on your project and other people's projects, it just you can't put a price on it because it's so valuable to them and to you because they're helping build your vision.
The CGS Mastermind. Give me your version. What do you feel? What have you experienced with this, and what's your take on it?
The CGS Mastermind is also something that I don't want to miss. It's something where other businesses that are working with CGS come in. So we have a group of entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs are a special kind of people. They're not somebody who's just running a franchise. They're creating something from scratch. And they're serious about what they do, and they have found different processes and things that work for them. And sharing this information with other entrepreneurs is a great value to me because one person says, "Oh, well, this is how I handle that." And it's like, oh, wow, I could do something similar to that. Or sometimes it's not even anything like it, but it just triggers something in your head that says, oh, and then you write yourself down a note. We're going to do something like this, something that has nothing to do with what they're talking about, but it just triggers that thought of something that makes your business stronger.
That's why we do it. It's
Yeah,
basically operators, founders getting together and learning together by immersion. All
sure
right.
does.
That's all the questions I had for you, Tony. Thank
Great.
you very much for taking the time to let us see and hear how we've been able to impact you. And I look forward to continuing our work together.
And thank you and your team for taking the time every day to move Music Legacy forward.